Hey guys, John here. We're going to do a quick down and dirty dry fire video. I just talked for about 25 minutes and overheated my camera. So we're going to cut out a lot of fluff. Dry fire is the practice and presentation. It's your free repetitions of your draw, present, and first shot. For shooting, whether that's competition, airsoft, self-defense, whatever it may be. I'm practicing for a shooting competition. Happened last December. It's probably going to happen again this December, if not earlier or later. It's happening again. It happens every year. Dry fire is awesome because it's free. You don't go to the range. You don't go to the airsoft park. It happens here at home. 5-10 minutes here and there, once, twice a day, once a week, twice a week, 4 or 5, however much you need to practice to get your draw and presentation down to your liking. Breaking it down real quick, I use the holster that I'm going to use for the competition, an exact replica of firearm that I'm going to use for the competition. This is a replica. I don't have an M9 just floating around to be used for dry fire. This is a pretty good replica of the M9 that I'm probably going to be using. All black slide, and I even silver Sharpie the front sight and left the backs black as they should be. We use the Serpa holster because that's what's issued to us, and that's what the competition calls for. They say you can use any Serpa holster and any military style pouches for magazines, whatever else. I don't practice magazine changes super often because it's most important to practice from the holster, first shot. That's it. You want to start slow. Start nice and slow, really slow. Get a couple repetitions, 3, 4, 5, and then pick it up a little bit and keep picking it up. Some people use a shot timer. I don't have one or really like them very much, so I tried them once. Not my thing. I like to put music on and just do my thing. So I'm going to show you an example of my presentation, the way I was taught by the shooting team, and whether or not you use that to base yours off of, or you use that to supplement whatever information or training you've already received. Cool, right? So this is what I do, my free information for you. Right? So we've got our holster, we've got our replica, and I'm in a safe area, no gas, no BBs, no munitions, safe backstop. I normally point this way, but either way, both walls are made of concrete, and I keep my plate carrier in front of me as well. That's normally what I aim in on. I have another one back there. You just trust me, right? Depending on who explains to you the draw process, it's either a 3 or 4 step process. I like to just smooth it all together from start to finish so that it's not choppy, robotic. It's smooth because you want to shoot comfortable. That was probably the most important thing that was ever said to me when I was learning how to shoot. Shoot comfortable. That's all that matters. If you shoot comfortable, you will have your repeatability down so that each shot, each draw process is the same. So, without further ado, I will slow my roll on the words and start showing you more. So you want to plant your hand and plant your hand. Both can happen at the same time. You plant your hand so that on the draw process you don't muzzle sweep your hand and create a hole that you don't want in your hand. Depending on how excited I am, I either plant it in my middle abdominal or on my belt. That doesn't matter so much. What really matters is your placement of your hand on your pistol. This is your one shot to get your pistol the way it needs to be. Some people like to take a pause here, but that just slows down time and adds time to your draw process that you really don't need. So plant your stuff. With this holster, you have to hit the silly little button. It's a factor I have to factor into my draw process, because this is the only thing we're allowed to use, right? So you plant, hit the button. On your way out, you want to drop your shoulder down, rotate your pistol up, and hit that safety, right? Your hand's still planted, so now gun's live. If you needed to and it was time to go, you could start laying into whatever you need to lay into. Chances are you're going to have enough time to marry your hands, find your front sight, prep your trigger, and break. On the break, your gun will cycle. You will receive your click, which is the reset of your trigger, and now this gun is in single action. I like words. Single action. So now you're only releasing the hammer rather than prepping and releasing. So now your second and follow-on shots after second are going to have a lighter trigger pull than your first. Sometimes I do the second shot just to get the feel of the single action as opposed to the double action. Most of the times I just let it drop, put it back on safe, and put it back in the holster. The important part is that you get your draw process down so that your hammer falls as your sights come aligned on the target. It's all timing. So again, slow draw process. Plant, safety, marry, prep, click. There it is. And that's it. Throw some music on and continue. Just do your repetitions. It's free. It's free. Do it. That alone will help you shave seconds off of your draw process, which will also in turn help you become a better shooter. Whatever that means for you in your competition, games, self-defense, whatever. Dry practice is good for you as a shooter. It's how you grow. If you talk to other shooters who are phenomenal shooters, you ask them what their secret is, and there is no secret. It's dry practice. Dry practice, dry fire, whatever you want to call it. It's practice. So get in front of something solid, clear your weapon, and practice. That's it. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. From the holster, up, prep, click. That's it. That's all I got.